Join me as I challenge myself to stop being emotionally available to everyone for a week and see what happens. Being emotionally available to others is a beautiful trait. It's about being present, empathetic, and supportive. But there's a fine line between being emotionally available and over-available. When we constantly prioritize others' emotions over our own, we start to lose ourselves in the process. Setting boundaries is crucial to maintaining healthy relationships and preserving our own emotional well-being. Being too emotionally available can be draining. Imagine constantly being the go-to person for everyone around you, always being asked for advice, for a listening ear, or for help. It's like being a never-ending emotional support system. You start to feel like you're losing your sense of self, like you're drowning in everyone else's problems. And what's worse, people start to take you for granted, assuming that you'll always be there to bail them out, no matter what. This constant need to be available can lead to burnout. You start to feel exhausted, depleted, and empty. Your own emotions and needs get pushed to the side, and you're left feeling like you're running on fumes. Unhealthy relationships can also form when we're too emotionally available. People may start to rely on us too heavily, or take advantage of our kindness. We start to attract toxic relationships, where our emotional labor is exploited. It's like we're wearing a cape, saving everyone else, but neglecting our own needs. We need to learn to prioritize ourselves, to set those boundaries and take care of our own emotional health. By doing so, we can build stronger, healthier relationships and live a more balanced life. Some of us are overly emotionally available because we're people pleasers. We hate conflict, we fear rejection, or we crave validation. We think that being emotionally available will make us liked, loved, or accepted. But the truth is, it can have the opposite effect. When we're too available, we can come across as needy, clingy, or weak. People may start to see us as a crutch, rather than a partner or a friend. The consequences of being overly emotionally available can be severe. We can feel like we're losing ourselves, like we're disappearing into others. Our self-worth gets tied to how much we can give, rather than who we are as individuals. We start to feel like we're living for others, rather than for ourselves. And that's when we start to feel empty, unfulfilled, and unhappy. But what happens when we stop being emotionally available to everyone? What happens when we start prioritizing our own needs, our own emotions, and our own well-being? One woman I know decided to take a step back and prioritize her own emotional health. She stopped being the go-to person for her friends and family, and started saying no to social invitations that drained her energy. At first, it felt weird, like she was being selfish or rude. But, as time went on, she started to notice a shift. She felt more energized, more confident, and more at peace. People started to respect her boundaries, and relationships that were truly supportive and loving began to form. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It took time, effort, and self-reflection. But the results were worth it. She started to live a more balanced life, where she was prioritizing her own needs and desires. She became a better friend, partner, and person, because she was taking care of herself. In conclusion, being emotionally available is not a bad thing, but being overly available can be detrimental to our well-being. Prioritizing our own emotional health is essential to building strong, healthy relationships and living a balanced life. If you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Also, check out my other video on setting healthy boundaries. I think you'll find it really helpful.